Welcome back to January. Thought I'd give it a second go. Wish I hadn't run the intro. Right then, welcome back to January. It is the 18th of January and it's a 4-game episode as well as transfers in between. And we're going to start off with Augusto Walker, the centre-back from Atletico Madrid. I think we're gonna get him. I think it's worth it. Heading, marking, tackling, all very good. Physically strong as well. Mentally solid enough for me as far as I'm concerned. He'll play sort of as a third wheel, but may start a few games as Rekic is currently out injured. But yeah, Augusto Walker, a player I've been tracking for a little while, is going to come into the club. Except that, another loan deal. Happy days. Hopefully I can register him. We haven't got many registration spots. You can see there, 4-star player. Lovely old job. Can I register him? I should probably do that. Right, we can register him. I mean, it's not a drama. It's not a Parma drama. Haven't mentioned it in a while, thought I'd just, say a few things about it. Now, this is the real question mark, folks, and I'm sure you've been happy to let me know from episode 1 if we're going to sign Anas Jedi. I think that's how you'd say it. Not entirely sure. I've guessed. Anas we'll go with. Do we buy him? It's a lot of money. Money that could be spent elsewhere, and I just don't know. I think if he's like 24 and you take all of these things into account, you probably say, let's go for it. Our scouts are saying it's not a worthwhile signing. I think our scouts are mental. Could have a real problem with injuries. Hold on a moment. Oh, yeah. Injury prone, folks. I mean, take a look at that. I mean, it's a surprise he's still alive. He was out for 3 days with a cold once. I mean, let's just forget it. Because of that, I don't want him. He's not his flu jab? Get out of here. Cancel. No, it's not happening. We're not doing it. A cold is enough for me. I'm going to say now for a few people that are confused by that. I only loaded in the top leagues like 2 seasons ago, so his injury history not relevant. I've ruined the illusion of the flu jab joke, really, but there we go. So in today's episode, we play Burton, Arsenal, QPR and Chelsea. We don't play Liverpool or Everton today, and thank God. Manchester United lost 2-0 to Brighton and had 2 men sent off. What a world we live in. Now, I've been doing a little bit of scouting of a few Brazilians in like the 2 or 3 days in between the last episode and this. Carlos Roberto, a player that I've had a similar name of, in fact the exact name of before, at Parma, second episode. Second mention in one episode, I mean. So, see how many we can get in today. Lennart Tron. Anyway, Carlos Roberto doesn't seem to be quite what we're looking for. It looks decent, but not what we need. You've got to put all your eggs in different baskets and see what you can find. But it's not Easter anymore. Southampton just signed this guy for like $1 million. Probably should have been in for him. Okay, Salford versus Burton, FA Cup. I'd quite like a little FA Cup run. Why not? Let's do that. We're playing Burton. Where are Burton currently in football? Burton currently 5th in League 2. Who do they beat to get here? Reading. Okay. League 2, Ben. League 2. We're going to play a little bit of a rotated side. Going to play Joshua as a striker next to Morata, Barry Book, Villalba, Peter Torres, João Paulo, Augusto Walker making his debut, Colombino and Mark Park in goal. Let's do this. A number for Augusto Walker. Craig Tidy, 24. Beautiful. Should we give Craig Tidy a game at some point? This was probably the game to do it, but I've got scared. Can I see any former players in that team? No. C. Hunt in goal for Burton. Less said about that, the better. 7 minutes gone, and we're on the score sheet. Peter with the goal. He doesn't score a great deal of goal. I think this is 3rd of the season. Barry on this left-hand side pings one to the back post, and Peter slide tackles it in. Marvellous. If there's lots of goals in this, I won't bring you all of them, so I'll see you at half-time. On the stroke of half-time, it's now 4-0. Peter got another one, Morata got one, and Joshua, with this effort, just makes his way inside the box. Lovely finish. That's 4-0. Probably game over at this point. Should have brought Craig Tidy on, but never mind. At half-time, Eckhart on for Book. Burton have scored. If it's 4-4, I'll see you at full time. As Marius pops in a 5th, it gives me a good chance to say thank you so much for the support on the earlier video. It did really well. Hence, you're seeing this one right now. If you're watching in the future, how are things? Everything all right? How's things with Trump? Oh, sorry to hear that. Okay, then game over. 5-1 to Salford against Burton. I wonder if we get in the next round. As I say, a little FA Cup run would be quite nice. Very convincing win there. We now prepare ourselves to be absolutely destroyed by the other teams in the Premier League, so this is going to be good. But at least that's good for morale. Actually, Arsenal and then QPR we should arguably beat, but the run is so bad in the Premier League that our morale ain't good. And of course, any transfers, I'll be letting you know. I will say, so far this January, not a lot of offers for any of my players, which is curious. I figured a few of these boys would be, I thought interest would be rife, frankly. We've got a few players now worth quite a bit of money. Barry being the top one. Eckhart, Jalpalo, Peter and Book. Nothing coming. So I guess on the plus side, that's not too bad. But yeah, Arsenal next. I look forward to it. The Fire's off to Dundee. Oh, it's about time Scotland had a bit of heat. So, joke. It's a bloody joke. I've been offered Babacar, who's currently at Everton. I don't really think he fits in. In terms of the finances, we've got 15 million in the balance and 23 left to spend on transfers. I don't know if I'm going to spend all that much. I don't want to get too carried away. 50 million for a Premier League club's balance isn't massive. So we're going to take this quite calmly and not go mad. I know there's like a week left to go in the transfer window and we've got 3 games to play. So we'll kind of focus on those. Denelin wants to terminate his contract. He clearly doesn't feel as if he's been played enough, which is interesting. It's arguably true. 10 games, though. He's played a little bit. He's cost me quite a lot of money. We're not terminating this contract. You can stay till the end of the season, you clown. I mean, my central midfielder that I respect fully. So, Arsenal today, this is the team we're selecting. The same team that started against Burton. Actually, you're going to keep them. Why not? They all seem fit enough to play, so that's what we're going to go with. We lost them earlier this season, and we got a win against them in the Capital One Cup, and last season, 4 points from the 2 games. So, Arsenal again, at Moor Lane. Can we find ourselves a result? If anything happens, you'll be the first to know. After me. We've talked about this before. Arsenal have VOLLAND, though, so they're going to win. Half-time, 0-0. I've said it so many times now, and he is quite literally my kryptonite on Football Manager, and has been for about 4 years. Kevin Volland on 48 minutes with the goal. He scored again. He's scored again. Apparently, he brought the key to the floodgates with him, and he's done that now. Kevin Volland, it's on the left side now. He just pops up everywhere. Okay, we switched things up to counter-attack. Morata has played a curious ball out to Barry, who has volleyed it back in, and Morata's put it home. It's 2-1. Bizarre. 3-1. There's thunder outside. The goalkeeping is suspect. Look at... never mind. So it ends 3-1. Not ideal. Arsenal done the double over us this time, and... probably as good as a trophy. Right, then after the Arsenal game, time to get straight back at it. It's the FA Cup 5th round draw. Not many teams left in this. Lots of teams haven't played yet, it seems. So we might get one of those. Sheffield Wednesday. Ooh, Sheffield Wednesday. Championship side. Away from home as well. I guess we'll take that. A relatively easy draw considering. A few League One teams left in it as well still, which is interesting. Although, again, they're still yet to play. Why is that? So Sheffield Wednesday it is then. I'm not that dishappy with that. That's not a word. Unhappy. That's a word. Okay, hello. You might think this is a weird time to rejoin post-FA Cup draw. I've played QPR, we drew 2-2. I'm now 3-1 down at half-time against Chelsea. And the reason for this, folks, and this doesn't happen very often, so it's annoying when it does, my footage disappeared. My computer turned off, and my footage disappeared. But luckily for me, we're at this point. So, yes, I figured out halfway through this game, which is a weird time to find out, I admit. But here we are. We're 3-1 down, and Eckert's coming on. I will admit, the journey of this video from where it's gone from is odd. Basically, to summarise what I've been saying, I'm not making any more transfers. So that's that, and this will be the final action of the video. We can continue the video as if it's just a normal video now. We'll see out the rest of this game as if it's normal. The QPR game, 2-2, not great. If I've lost the picking league table, the league table's gone. Good news. I just want to break something. I'm not in a good mood right now. I look way too low down. That's been fixed. It's a disaster. I like that we went from FA Cup draw to halfway through a match. No explanation. Just there. I mean, I gave you the explanation afterwards. So we're 3-1 down. Do you know what? I'm sick of the sight of this. Get done with this game now. Nathan Joshua's picked up an injury. Fantastic news. It's like a Tarantino film. The structure's gone. That's a dig. Basically, next episode we'll explain everything. We'll go through next episode. Squad detail, all sorts of that. We've lost 3-1. Thanks for being here. I mean, bloody hell. We did a double upload today. Was it worth it? That's the question. Or is this as good as any other video? Kevin Volland has caused me a mischief. George Sweeney's bagged a hat-trick against me. Salford now sitting 16th place. A relegation battle is incoming. Bloody excellent. The mood between episodes is unbelievable. We do have a game on the end of the transfer deadline day. Oh my, don't you. 4 weeks, 8 days. I mean, that's the name of my new film. 4 weeks, 8 days. What can we done within it? Actually, that's 5 weeks and 1 day. Wasting space on the posters. Right, that does bring us to the end. If you've enjoyed this shambolic episode, please leave a like. There'll be another episode tomorrow, which will be a little bit more professional. All things, well, I mean, touch wood. Is it wood? Plasticky wood, it's not wood, is it? We love you, care from your Twitch. Until next time, I'll see you again soon. Goodbye. You think you're annoyed? Imagine my reactions.